Hey, this is Jesse Davis of HowToFindTheBuyers.com. Jesse Davis of HowToFindTheBuyers.com. And one of the things that I get asked a lot is from a lot of real estate investors that I talk to, and I tell them, they ask me, what is your main kind of niche in real estate? And I tell them that wholesaling real estate has become my niche that I have really focused solely on over the years in my real estate career. Now, the other thing that I've really focused on is on being online and buying and selling houses and using the internet and the power of the internet for my real estate business. And that is really what I've concentrated on even more so, which is almost a niche in itself, in my opinion, in real estate. It's a new niche that real estate investors are really starting to understand and come together and grasp, and that is a niche of the online real estate investor. And it's somebody that uses the power of online marketing, the power of the internet to do their deals, and that is their main source of lead generation, their main source of communication with their buyers, their clients, and so I have kind of developed a system, so to speak, of using online techniques to gather the information, and from gathering information to actually doing deals online. And that's what I teach, and that's what I've gotten good at. So I tell people, that I believe that if you want to be successful today in real estate, you have to focus on the online niche. Now, there's going to be some investors, and if you're one of these guys, great. If you have all the contacts, if you're a network genius, if you know a bunch of people, if your family has a lot of contacts, if you know a lot of doctors and lawyers and people with money, then you have a lot of contacts, and you can probably break in really quick to real estate and make a lot of money. You can partner with people that know and do all the work and stuff if you've got all those contacts. But if you're like me and you don't have those contacts, I've moved 22 or 23 times in my life. So I was not in one area enough to build up a lot of contacts and have a lot of relationships and have a lot of a network that I could take advantage of going into the real estate business. So if you're not somebody that has that kind of network and has been in that area that long, kind of knows the area and has grown up in the area, so you can kind of know where to invest in and what's coming and stuff, because you've seen the city grow and stuff like that, and you're just trying to break in, then you have to, in my opinion, use the internet to become successful in real estate and to build a network. And the reason that I tell people it's so important, there's two reasons. Number one is you're going against competitors that have lived in that one area. They grow up, they got contacts like crazy. Okay, those are the people that are doing a lot of real estate in your area. Okay, are people that have a lot of contacts. They got a lot of family. They got money. Okay, so you're fighting against that. It's taken years for them to develop that. Okay, years from them or their family. Somebody in their family has developed that for them. Okay, so you're competing with that person. So, if you're competing with that, the only way you're going to get to their level very, very fast is using the power of the internet to build your network so that you can compete with somebody that's grown up in that area and has such a network. The other reason is because whatever you do online stays online and just continually adds and builds and builds and builds upon itself for years to come. Okay, when I started, what I was doing, and I look back over the time and what I've got now online and the presence that I have online in my market, it's unbelievable. And there's nobody that can touch me. At this point, there's nobody that can even beat me out in a lot of ways, even if I don't do much, because I've got so much that I've built on my market. And if you'll start today building your presence in your market, I mean, if there's somebody looking for investment property in my market, they're going to find me. There's no way they can't if they're looking online. And that is so powerful. And so if you can actually take and build something that constantly stays with you over the years, that you never know how much money I'm going to get from building and what I've already gotten from building online. And so you're basically building a business. It's not like, what I like to look at it is this. If you want to generate leads, you can pay for a radio ad. And you can generate a bunch of leads with radio. Okay? And it's great. But the problem is, when you stop paying that radio station and running that ad, it stops. The good thing about the internet is whatever you do on the internet, the majority of the time, unless you're doing pay-per-click and buying the traffic, but whatever you do to build presence on the internet, it stays there. It's marketing all the time, and I'm not even paying for it anymore. So all the time, now you pay for it with some time, it's hard work. But once you build it, it's fabulous, and the marketing continues. I have continuous lead generation because of what I've built online. So when people ask me what niche that to get into in real estate, number one, I'm going to say you need to be wholesaling real estate. Okay, that's the fastest way to make money in real estate. You got to do it. Of course, I'm always retailing too, but you got to be doing that. But the next thing that you got to be doing is you got to build an online presence, and you got to be getting into the internet side of real estate business. And if you can do that, I guarantee you it will mean everything. If people, it's hard to understand, and so people quit, okay, and they don't do it. But years down the road, there's no telling how much money I'm going to make from the time that I've spent and what I've learned online. It's phenomenal. And and what I've learned actually has turned into several different streams of income for me, which is fabulous, and it can for you. So I tell people, wholesaling real estate and getting into the internet niche of real estate, you need to be doing that. If you want to learn a system to do that, very, very easily, and probably the cheapest you'll ever find online, go to howtofindthebuyers.com. Howtofindthebuyers.com, and check me out, check my stuff out, and it teaches a system to do exactly what I've been talking about in this video. I hope this video helps. I hope it uses your, it makes you think a little bit about kind of the future, building for your future, and what you need to get involved in. And I look forward to talking to you in some other videos. Thanks.